right, so we are back. So I accepted a ship order. I know. Let me scan this. Okay. And then they want the Pampers enormous pack. Let me scan it. Okay. Item scan not on list. Well, I'm pretty sure it is. Overnights. Is there another barcode? Oh, there's another. Yeah, okay. Okay, barbecue flavored. This one. Pizza.
What is she yelling about? Acolyte, electrolyte,
Original flavor. Oh, they have a Minecraft package. Okay. Then check mix. What the hell is this? Okay, this aisle is like empty. Let me check. It's the original. Not found. Text. They do have the traditional one. I don't like that you have to use your own text messaging. Okay, G33 M&M's. Right, M&M's. Sharing size. Well, that's fun size, but that's not sharing size. Family size. Peanuts. That's this one. Okay. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, it's here. Right in front of my nose. Giant size. Literally behind me. Seriously. Medium shells. That's jumbo shells. And obviously they don't look like they have medium shells. Oh, it's here. Just one. Why don't you let us scan from the item? Elbow macaroni. This one. Those ones. Oh, this I just finished bagging and putting it in my car. Whoa, it is insanely hot right now. 16 minutes and I'm supposed to deliver in 17 minutes because his delivery window was from 12 to 1 and it's 11:43. So I did not pause DoorDash because last time I did, they ended my dash after 10 minutes. Even though I paused it myself. So you know now what they're doing is that they're pausing the dash. If you decline too many orders, they just pause your dash. But they don't pause you for 35 minutes. They pause you for 10 minutes. And I don't know, there must be like a bug or something because I paused myself because I went to take a shower and I came back like 10 minutes later and my dash was ended. And I was like, what the hell? So now I don't pause myself on DoorDash anymore. I don't understand on Shipt the people who say contact me for replacements because you can choose a substitute. For example, it's like any other app like DoorDash, Instacart. So basically you can choose a substitute for that item if that item is not in stock. But no, the Shipt customers, they always put contact me. And then the problem is they don't answer. So yeah, that's cool, I contact you, but then for it to work properly, you need to actually answer. Estimated driving time, 32 minutes. I have no idea how Shipt calculates this, but it is always wrong. Like, it's gonna take me 17 minutes and not 32 minutes. So I'm not sure what's going on. And that was delivered. Easy delivery. Honestly, easy order. He didn't tip. So I did send a message saying like, hey, your order has been delivered. Please consider leaving feedback if you enjoyed my service. But we all know how it goes on Shipt. I wish that all of those apps would make it impossible to not tip. You know, they would be like, please consider at least tipping $1. This kind of thing, because I don't know. Just you see, if you expect people to do your shopping for free, you're sadly mistaken. Like, I took it because the payout was great, and I'm not really sure why this order was so big. It was not a promo. So, okay, well, pretty good order that just arrived to my phone. She wants 2 13 classic gluten-free. So it's the blue one. And who is, look at that. It was like this. Look, it's here. Honey and cream, which is this one. She wants 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Oh, it's here. Peach. Yeah. Oh no, mango. We don't have mango. Oh, they do. It's right next to it. Lord, why is it so complicated today for me? Substitution. She's calling DoorDash. Okay. Oranges. Lemon are here. Alright, 15 minutes. I just need oranges. Come on. And I'm done. And she wants cheese. What? Oh. Seriously? This order was supposed to be 59 and it ended up being 41. And I only made one substitution, so that gives you an idea of how much DoorDash marks up those items. 14 minutes. Yeah, it's not making me take the freeway, so that's my cue to know that it is completely backed up. This guy in his Jeep is looking at me weird. Jeep drivers, I hate you so much. You guys are weirdos. And rude assholes. I'm sorry. I have a good friend of mine is driving a Jeep. Except him, all of the Jeep drivers that I've ever seen on the road are assholes. My problem was my phone, so sometimes it's like no SIM card inserted because that phone, it's like crap. I wish I had the money to change, but I can't. Honestly, I've never had any issues with phones, but this one is just crap. And when it does this, basically I have to reboot it because I can't do anything because it's not letting me. I was literally about to click proceed to checkout, so I rebooted and thankfully the order was still there. It was no problem. Okay, well, that was more complicated than I would have thought, but not because of the shopping, but because I'm pretty sure she did leave instructions because I remember reading them when I accepted the order. And then I guess the bug on my phone, I don't know, I have no idea what happened, but basically there was no instructions. And I would buzz 209 and it wouldn't work. And I was like, dude, and she would not answer the phone, and I was like, okay, we're gonna have a problem here. I was not expecting today to be that hot, to be honest. So she tipped $10 on a $41 order. So she finally answered the phone and she said that the gate code was like something that did not resemble one bit her apartment number. So I would have never guessed it. She was like, she sent me a message and she was like, oh, we can't meet you because we have COVID, which is fine. I was gonna go up, it's just I didn't have the gate code, which is a problem. But I'm pretty sure she did put it in the notes, so I think it's on DoorDash on this one. And obviously her apartment 209 was literally the further away, the apartment that was the furthest from the stairs. So there was like this gigantic hallway. I could see the apartment from when I got out of the elevator. And in my head I was like, how much do you want to bet that her apartment is the one that you can see that is like the further away? It was like the back wall. And I was right. So if I did bet on myself, with myself, I would have won. Okay, I have been sitting here for way too long. Nothing has been happening. Ow. I just picked up this Uber Eats order, $11.50 for 3.3 miles for Bridget. I believe I have delivered to Bridget before. This name rings a bell. I don't remember if she ended up tipping more. It's one single item. I mean, it's like a menu. It's a burger and fries. So I'm not really expecting anything above $11.50, but she's not that far. Leave at door. Navigate. She's 7 minutes away. That was delivered. I forgot to record and I forgot to take the picture. Not the picture for myself, but the picture for Uber. So I forgot that it was Uber. I thought it was DoorDash, and so I took my picture and I was like, I'm gonna put my picture that I just took, and then I forgot that Uber doesn't let you do that. So I have delivered to Bridget before. I remember that house. It was the day, I don't know if you guys remember, when I freaking lost it. Like, I took the wrong way on the freeway and I couldn't get out because nobody would let me go on the lane. It was that day. It was her order. And today it was way smoother. I didn't take the freaking freeway. And a GPS took me right at her house. 1 minute before arriving at her place, a girl that was in her big car was making a U-turn on that super small road, and basically she was driving, I'm not even joking with you, 5 miles an hour. And I was like, seriously? Like, I mean, hey, and then there was a stop sign. She waited for a whole 10 or to 15 seconds before going, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? I'm gonna go back to my hotspot now. Okay, I'm giving Uber a second chance on shop and deliver. They just, what the hell? They just sent me a $16 order for shop and deliver, 12 items. I have not seen the items. It might have been a mistake, but I was driving. I hope they're giving me the aisle. Oh Lord, I did not think about this when I accepted it. unexpected 10 minutes to shop all of that. So what I still don't like Uber shop and deliver. I'm sorry. I missed a delivery on DoorDash. It's fine. So Sarah, she's in an apartment on like the worst of the worst street that you can have an apartment on. And she's not meeting me. She said she gave me the gate code and all of that. So hopefully I find parking. I don't mind going to her apartment. It's the parking. This street, honestly, ugh. Okay, so the grand total was $35. And she is 0.6 miles away. So can we do better than this? I don't think so. Leave at door. Apartment is furthest back from gate, 2nd floor. And the cashier I went through, which is the one I got for the first alcohol order that I had, knows how to bag. Incredible. He didn't put the chips under the water. You know, for DoorDash they make you put like 555 number to get the member discounts. So for Uber, apparently they are making the cashier scan a QR code on your phone. Problem with this is it didn't work. It did not work. So when he scanned it, it did not work. So he was like, oh, it didn't work. And I was like, oh, there is a button that says issue with code. But then he was like, for Uber, I think it's instead of 555 blah blah blah, it's 222. And it did work. So that was that. So I just put next because there is a button that says issue with scan, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna tell you to put the 222 number. Well, we will never know because honestly, Uber, the only thing that I didn't like, well, two things. There are no aisles, and you don't scan the items. They don't make you scan the items. So if somebody says that you got them the wrong item, then you're like, I don't know, because the app is not making you scan the items. So how do you know? That was easy peasy. Can't complain. So she did put the gate code, and she did put that her apartment was the further one from the gate, and it was upstairs. There was a number, but the number was downstairs, so definitely helped. And now, and she did send me a message while I was delivering. I was literally at her door. She sent me a message. She sent me the gate code again, and she told me that her apartment was the further away from the gate again. So she was super nice. Took a picture and left, and that's it basically. Easy. Honestly, if Uber Eats would can I turn right on red? I don't know. We're gonna do it anyway. If Uber Eats would upgrade their game in like scanning the barcode and giving the aisles, they would be the leader in the shopping apps, honestly. But they're not, sadly. Because that was easy, because I know the store. But we all remember what happened during that CVS order. So I need to get my car checked again. It's so when I went there, they told me that I needed to change my tires, which I knew I had to. I needed to change the brake pads, which I didn't know I had to, and I only changed the back ones, and I need to go back to change the front ones. But dude, it was like $900 for both. And then they were like, oh, you have a coolant leak. And I was like, yeah, okay. Well, they quoted me for that repair $1,500. and you have a hydraulic fluid leak. And this one, they quoted me $1,900. And I was like, I can't pay. I mean, I can't even pay the repairs that you're gonna do on my car. It's gonna go on my credit cards. And I paid $800 for the brake pads that were $400. And then I paid $100 for the oil change. And then I paid, God, come on, there is a turning lane and the dude is like half on the turning lane, half of our lane. Ugh. So $400 for the brake pads, $300 for the tires, and $100 for the oil change. And my car is so I don't really know how to say. She's like, when I'm accelerating, it feels like it's jerking a little bit. It's hesitating. It feels like it's gonna stall sometimes. It's not, but it feels like it is. And my previous Mini, it was, wow, it just did it again. Yeah, I need to get the car checked immediately.